Well, good morning, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great day. I guess this is kind of a different day for Shannon Sharpe this morning. What's interesting is we had heard that Shannon Sharpe is, once his deal is done with the volume, as far as being a podcaster goes, he's going to be signing $100 million deal. $100 million deal. We had Micah Parsons literally get attacked by people saying, "Oh, you just want to be a podcaster." Well, isn't life about making as much money as you can to take care of yourself, your family, and so on? And for people to go through and judge him for, trying to set themselves up for the rest of his life when about 78% of NFL players within about 3 or 4 years are broke. You have to actually admire him for understanding everything that you do affects you and your ability to survive in this world. So, being reported just a few minutes ago is that Shannon Sharpe is being sued for $50 million in damages. Tony Busby, who is, and I looked this up because I want to make sure I get everything right. How successful is Tony Busby? Tony Busby, in 2000, founded the Busby Law Firm. Busby appeared on the cover of New York Times Magazine in November of 2010 with his role in litigation against BP following the Deepwater Horizon oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico. The article described him as one of the most successful trial lawyers in Texas. Okay, let's start there. Tony, so this isn't just some guy like the one that tried to sue Dak Prescott last year for apparently sexual improprieties. This isn't the same kind of guy. This isn't the same situation. This is somebody who is, when you talk about the Deepwater Horizon, remember the oil explosion in the Gulf that ended up having the spill that went on forever around Florida and the Gulf of Mexico and everything else. This is a heavy hitter. And with Shannon Sharpe about to make a whole bunch of money, of course you can understand that. Tony Busby, late last night, the Busby Law Firm filed a civil lawsuit on behalf of a brave young woman who alleges she was brutally sexually assaulted by former NFL player Shannon Sharpe on multiple occasions. The last incident occurred in January 2025. The lawsuit filed under the Jane Doe lays out a pattern of intimidation, manipulation, and abuse, including allegations that Sharpe repeatedly threatened to choke and slap Jane Doe. The case seeks $50 million in damages. The case is on file in Department 11, Clark County State Court, Nevada, the county where the alleged conduct occurred. The egregious and concerning facts of this case are set forth in details in the public filing. I'm extremely proud to represent Jane Doe. It takes a great deal of courage to stand up against those with power, fame, and money. I look forward to pressing this in court. So that's what we get at the moment. Disturbing details. Here's another piece of this. This just came out, so forgive me. The woman suing Sharpe claims that they were in a consensual relationship and he often expected her to be at his house at his command. She claimed one incident Sharpe caught her trying to share her location with her friends and he allegedly grabbed her by the neck and told her if she ever did that again, he would effing kill her. She claimed he tried to break up with him after the infamous IG video, which she said led to him raping her. Oh, okay. So now we've got a little bit more to this. Okay. He forced himself onto her in October of 24, then again in January of 25. As previously stated, she's seeking $50 million in damages. No charges have been pressed. Let me say this. There's always three sides to every story. Three sides. There's your side, there's my side, and somewhere in the middle lies the truth. You can sue somebody for a ham sandwich. You can sue anybody, literally. And people do. And a lot of times they sue hoping to get an out-of-court settlement, so that way it's easy peasy. Very rarely do these kind of things go to trial. Very rarely. And with Shannon Sharpe now, of course, about to get a $100 million contract. Now, don't get it twisted. I am not taking Shannon Sharpe's side on this one. I don't have anything out there to say one way or the other which way this goes. Unlike the Michael Irvin one, where there was the video out there and we could go through and say what you saw on the videotape wasn't the same as what you heard being reported in the case. You follow me? You know, this whole thing that Michael Irvin blocked her way and this, that, and the other. No, it's like you looked at the film. They were in a walkway at a bar. He steps back and she steps towards him. Be that as it may. Be that as it may. There's no facts that are out. This is one side of the situation. But here's what I will say is, if you are a celebrity and somebody is sharing, and you're in a relationship or whatever you want to call it, and you don't want people to know. I mean, okay, maybe it's a booty call. I don't know. You know, this is on the down low or whatever it is. You sharing pictures of him, intimate pictures of him on Instagram would definitely escalate things to say, yo, what the hell are you doing? This is on the down low. I don't want this out on Instagram and things like this. You are now messing up what I do and the perception people have of me. So I can see him being upset about that. Now, I don't know where it escalated, if he put his hands on her. You don't do that. You don't do that. The whole thing, he expected me to be at his house. This command? At his command? Okay. Baby! Baby, where are you? I mean, okay. The rape allegations, now that's a whole different ball of wax. So, you know, we don't have any facts here. I'm just putting out here what is being reported at the moment. So take it for what you will. Shannon Sharpe's wild allegation. Oh, let's go into it. Let's see. Off of TMZ, of course. YouTube Live starting soon. Okay, let me turn that. Okay. So they've got a podcast out on it, TMZ already. So, being sued by his ex-girlfriend for $50 million. The final thing I'm going to say on this is, especially for you rookies and things out there, understand you have a target on your back. When you become famous and wealthy, people will use you as basically, if I can get my 5 minutes of fame, if I can get you as my baby's daddy, if I can get you as my boyfriend or husband, I'm taken care of. And people out there, they may be smiling in your face and just as nice as they can be, are ready to screw you over. And you have to understand that you constantly have to act like you are always in the public scrutiny, because you are. In this day and age where everybody is a reporter because of a cell phone, you have to live your life like you don't have to look over your shoulder. And sometimes even that's not enough, because you will get set up. Okay, good people. Peace out.